Poor waitress covers a table alone, the billionaire in disguise. Leaves a note that changes her life. The storm hit at 6. Rain hammered the diner windows, and the Friday night crowd poured in. 2 servers had called out sick, and that left Lena Ortiz, blue pen tucked behind her ear, sneakers slipping on wet tile, covering the floor like a one-woman rescue team. "Table 9 needs their check," the cook barked. "Coffee, booth 3, the manager shouted. "Can we get more ranch?" a teenager called. "Coming right up," Lena sang out, smiling like it didn't hurt. She always smiled, even with rent due Monday, her mom's hip aching at home, and her little brother waiting on college forms. By 7, a 12 top filed in. Expensive watches, louder laughter. The manager glanced at Lena. "They're yours." "All 12? She asked. But he was already gone. So Lena stacked orders in her mind like puzzle pieces. Steaks, allergies, a dairy swap, extra hot latte. She joked with the quiet guest, calmed the one worried about the bill, pretended her hands weren't trembling. At a corner table sat a man in a faded jacket nursing coffee. He looked like a mechanic on his day off. When Lena refilled his cup, he asked softly, "You're covering that 12 alone?" "Until my clone clocks in," she said with a tired grin. He studied her name tag. "You're very good at this, Lena." The words stung. Good at surviving. Good at being invisible. By 10, the rush broke. Chairs scraped, bills signed. At the corner table, the man had left behind a black check presenter. Inside wasn't a receipt. It was a note, on heavy cardstock. "If no one else sees you, I do. You ran a full house with grace. If you're curious what that's worth in a different room, be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. R." There was an address uptown, the kind of glass tower she'd only ever seen in magazines. Her manager grunted when she slipped the card into her apron. "They stiff you again?" "No," she said. "It's fine." At home, her mom had left stew on the stove and a sticky note. "Proud of you. Feet up." Lena kissed her forehead and searched the address. A skyscraper lobby with a chandelier worth more than her diner's yearly payroll. She almost laughed. A fairy tale. But the line on the card stuck in her head. "If no one else sees you, I do." At 7:15 the next morning, she stood in her one good blouse, umbrella dripping, heart in her throat. "Name?" the security guard asked. Meeting R?" "You're expected. Top floor." The elevator whooshed her up to carpet and sky. A man turned from the window. The same jaw, the same quiet eyes from the diner. Only now, he wasn't a line cook. "Morning, Lena," he said. "I'm Rowan Pierce." Her breath caught. Everyone knew that name. A billionaire who bought hotels like jackets. They sat at a plain table. His COO, Maya Lin, slid a folder toward her. "We run hospitality businesses." Rowan wanted to see real service, not staged training. "You didn't cut corners. You served." Rowan leaned forward. "I don't do charity. I do investment. We have a fast track for people like you. Paid trial, 3 properties, 2 weeks. Then you choose. Health insurance, transit stipend, childcare support." The words blurred in Lena's vision. "Why write, 'If no one else sees you, I do'?" she whispered. Rowan's gaze softened. "Because my mother waited tables until her fingers bent. Men with black cards never saw her. I promised myself I'd build rooms where people like her, like you, were asked, not acted upon." By lunch, Lena was in a black apron at the Glass House, a luxury restaurant polished like a jewel. She shadowed a head server, fell into rhythm, and by 1 p.m. was serving a table of VIPs. She confirmed allergies twice, swapped a chair before they asked, and kept calm under pressure. At the dish pit, she caught a glimpse of Rowan, sleeves rolled, apron tied, washing plates beside the staff. Just another pair of hands. By the end, the head server scribbled, "Hire her." She holds chaos without holding her breath. Rowan found her later. "I wanted to see if the note was a mistake," he said. "It wasn't." That night, Lena's manager cornered her. "Some fancy office called about your dates. You think you're too good for us now?" He shoved a fake accusation in her face. "Drawers missing 20. I should fire you." Her stomach dropped. Before she could argue, her phone buzzed. "Be careful. Your manager's been skimming the tip pool. Don't go back alone." Attached was a photo of a ledger, her name circled, minus $74. The next day, Rowan and Maya set up an audit. A consultant, Cammie, asked for the manager's books. Within minutes, discrepancies spilled out. Lena listened from the hall, heart racing. When the manager caught her hiding, he roared. But Rowan stepped in. "We own your lease. Sit down." A dishwasher arrived with phone footage. The manager pocketing bills from the tip pool. The man's face drained. "You bullied kids for Tuesday rent," Rowan said quietly. "That ends today." The State Labor Bureau took over. Staff got restitution. Headlines swirled, painting Lena as a gold digger. Rowan shielded her, insisting, "Tell the story of the staff, not her name." Through the storm, Lena and Rowan grew closer. She saw him washing dishes, not posing for photos. He saw her refuse to disappear, even when her voice shook. One night, he showed her a photo on the wall, his mother at a diner counter, him as a boy beside her. "I meant the note," he said, "not as a line, as a compass." A month later, Lena accepted the role of head of guest standards for Rowan's properties. She built a program with one simple creed: see people, pay them, train them, trust them. On their first quiet evening, Rowan slipped her another folded card. Inside, beneath the old words, "If no one else sees you, I do," was a new line: "I still do." Lena smiled, tucking her chipped blue pen into her bag, a relic from the diner, a reminder of where she'd come from. And together, they walked into a city that, for once, felt just a little bit fairer.